In terms of setup, now you did go for narrower stance. I don't mind the narrower stance, and the logic you said behind that makes sense. Obviously, you might have to adjust anything in the summer, but I think part of the reason why you were slightly hitting the ground behind the golf ball, shoulders are kind of levelled off a little bit. Left arm now is kind of in and across your body. It creates a bit of it. Yeah, it creates a
back some more tilt.
Exactly. Right. And then you can't rotate as well. Okay. So as you start going back now, because your backswing is going to be slightly restricted, the shoulder starts dropping. You then start trying to.
With the feet, maybe?
No, I wouldn't know if feet have opened out enough. I'm to try and do that, to be fair. But there's a bit of a sort of a tilt there with the swing there. Okay, so there was kind of your setup before. Going through this, you want to try and get an extended line through the left arm there. Okay.
Right.
So when you hold the golf club in your left arm, your right shoulder now is going to tip underneath there, and you can see now when you get sort of set up how you're much more in that lead arm now. If I go from the shoulder. How it's there. I'm just looking at those two there now, very, very different positions. Yeah. Just your left arm looks longer, more extended, okay? So now because of that setup, you can go back, your rotation's a lot cleaner, you're much more kind of up here rather than going like that and dropping down the golf ball. I mean, the backswing on this one here now looks a bit sort of like droppy and tilty. You look almost shorter and over the ball more than you want to, okay? Your legs are having to work more to try and make a backswing and you just couldn't get back as far. The face therefore got open, trying to help. As you come back to the golf ball here now, there's impact. Nice lead arm there in terms of shoulder, arm, hands, golf ball. What we look for is the sort of club, okay, or the hand, shall I say, to be one side of the golf ball. The head and the hands bookend the ball. Tick. Yeah, you've done it. Yeah. And that's a good strike. This way you get the strikes better. When you get that, it's better. If you get your head ahead of the golf ball and you're kind of doing this, it's hard to strike a ball. You'll sort of slap it a little bit. Yeah. Duddy strike, very lofted shot, higher launch. So on here, numbers you're looking at then, Phil, you want to get 20 seems to be kind of your sort of perfect, yeah?
Ball speed,
yeah.
I was saying club head speed then, but
no, I'm not that good, mate. But yeah, launch angle, you want to get in and around that sort of, that's kind of your sweet spot, yeah? 19 to 20, 21, some of the start you have like 27. Well, think from 27 to 19, that's 3 clubs. In terms of launch angle, I mean, 4 degrees aloft, they sort of lose about half of that impact. So if you're losing 6, 7 degrees aloft, that's 3 clubs extra. So there's no wonder you were losing distance. And then if you're losing distance, as you said, what will you try and do? Hit it harder with this method. Therefore, you're coming steeper, more fat, more loss of distance. When we say about steep, though, it's about the swing itself.
The shoulders.
Yeah, the shoulder, yeah. That tilt goes underneath of that right side, yeah? Yeah, go there. I would just think, you've got to think, when you're in that position at setup, as we look at here on the cam, when you're in that position, you've got to think, okay, how would I hit a tennis sort of shot? That kind of feeling. I've moved you a bit more than you want to there, okay? But just hit a shot from there now. This will be part of a bit of an extra hooky one and probably quite thin because you've moved a long way behind the ball than you're certainly more used to. Make a normal swing from there. How'd that feel? Different sound on that glove face, wasn't it?
It felt right.
Off the sweet spot, yeah? Yeah, exactly, yeah. Good. Okay, mate? Make sense?
Yeah.